Following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Oh, it's been a while. So we've lost a lot since we've been here, but we gained some bigger things since we've been gone, people. Welcome back to the Mike Knoxxx Show. And what we've gained is we've gained perspective. What we've gained to have an understanding and acknowledgement of where is your heart really at? We got into this thing. We fell in love with this thing. Remember the saying that we make fun of, but we believe it in our hearts if we think about it? It's real to me, damn it. Where is that same love and intensity for what's happening to our product today? Welcome back, everybody, to the Mike Knoxxx Show. I'm your host, Mike Knoxxx, and indeed, I promise you, indeed, it's called Mike Knoxxx. That's me. It's called I'm it. It's like what Lex Luthor said about your man. He's not a him, it's a it. I am that it that's trying to continually tell you that I spell it with 3 X's because I'm hardcore. It's not because I think I can beat you up. It's not because, I'm nasty with the ladies. It's none of that. It's because I speaketh the trutheth. And whether you liketh or don't liketh, listen anywayeth. That is the Mike Knoxxx Show, guys, because I talk what people don't want to talk about. I open up the envelope, and the winner is you, the $1 million audience, as I am the $1 million host, and we tag in and out to form the $1 million connection. Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the program. It's been a while. I've missed you. So happy to have you back, okay? It's been a while, but we're here, and we have a lot to discuss today. But so as always, you already know, please like, follow, subscribe to this show. That's what they put. They tell us to do that, right, Vaughn? They say you got to show them a like. You got to hit the like button. You got to comment below. Let me know so we can get this thing going. Because this is the Mike Knoxxx Show, hosted by Mike Knoxxx, produced by Mike Knoxxx and King Vaughn Jr. 720 on the Twitter, Victorious One's podcast. Also hosted, directed, written, choreographed, wardrobe by Mike Knoxxx. And today on the Mike Knoxxx Show, I have a lot to talk about, right? Because to me, I haven't been here, right? So I know we want to talk about today. Oh, God, Naomi's going to have an announcement to talk about her. The rumor has it, more than likely, because you guys have no life but the digging fighters, other people's private lives, she's probably pregnant. Damn, Big Jim with the big toe. She told all y'all Big Jim was holding it down. Is that the truth? We're going to find out tonight. Okay? Damn. SmackDown. My guy. Should be your guy. Sami Zayn is on SmackDown. Do we give a flying fuck? No, we don't. What has everybody's panties in a bunch is this TKO is killing wrestling, people are saying. Now, we had a show a couple months back, remember? And I had asked a question on, is TKO ruining the WWE? But I went into a different direction. I went into what the fans were saying about Roman's leaving and everything. That was the whole rumors going on. Y'all already know what it is. Hashtag death to dirt sheets. We don't do dirt sheets. We don't do them. But Roman was allegedly leaving because he was making too much money to have TKO take care of him. So I went in a different direction. But now I ask you, because it's a lot of things going on, Vaughn, all right, with TKO. We got Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady the GOAT, now face Tupac Pipe Bomb 2.0 Cena that was heel Cena for nothing. Right? I always tell y'all, if I like something, I'm gonna like it. If it sucks, I will tell you once the conclusion has concluded, once the storyline has been written, what was the outcome? Well, I can tell you now, that was a waste of my damn time with Jonathan Horatio, the GOAT Cena, going heel to have nothing. And a lot of speculation says all this was because of those three guys in the picture right there. TKO, they didn't bring The Rock in to be part of this to build the story. They brought The Rock in to sell the story. Because, damn it, it's The Rock. Do you smell what he's cooking? I don't want to smell it. I don't want nothing about the people strudel. I got my own hardcore Tita meanness going on. But if people, he still sells. That's what he does. The Rock sells. And he came in to do just that. He came in to sell. Did he sell you? Hell, he sold me. Now, that is a fact. He definitely sold me about tonight, about the whole scenario, if you will, so to speak, about how wrestling is going and where wrestling is gone and what's next for professional wrestling. All that's here. All that's here now. Let's talk about it. Make sure you follow me on Mike Knoxxx. The Mike Knoxxx Show on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. We already talked about that. But most importantly, guys, could not do none of this without you, without my man King Von Jr. 720 holding me down backstage. Always there for me no matter what's going on. Through all the circle of friends and hosts and so forth to go through, and networks and note networks. But my network, we are still here as the BDSRR Radio Network, the best damn show in radio. Belt Kings 101. This is what we do. Now, enough Barry Horowitz. I do have a guest going to join me tonight from Sports Gamer Online, Callie from the Dojo. Y'all know him from Sports Gamers Online. Curtis Russell, senior editor over there at Sports Gamers Online. He's going to come on here and give y'all his particulars momentarily. So, you know what? I'm going to bring him on a little early today. There he is.
Hey.
What's going on, buddy? How you today?
Going on, man? You sure had a lot to say. You sure had a lot to say there in the beginning. 7 minutes straight rambling going on.
Rambling.
It already feels like an SGO kind of thing because I always have you to the left of me or to the right of me, depending on how you see it on your iPhone or your computer or anything like that. But yeah, I'm answering the question here. TKO, has it ruined the WWE? You know what, Mike? I've always wanted to talk to you about this because I'm always in the comments. You never say anything about my comments.
That's Vaughn's fault if we don't see him come up there because at least back in the day it was Vaughn's fault. Lately it's been mine.
I get so irritated, I just hop out and all right, I'm good. I mean, if you look at what TKO has done so far, look, the ring is supposed to be a sacred area, right? Mm-hmm. Some of the first things that you see is like, boom, there goes the Prime bottle in the middle of it. The other day I saw Fortnite in the middle of the ring. Slim Jim is all over the tables. You have, I think King of the Hill was on the other night.
Oh, it was on SmackDown. It blew my load. When I saw that, I can get with the Maybelline for NXT because it's, the ladies, right? And not really, as I say that, you know what I'm saying? But man, that King of the Hill, that
threw me off.
Definitely threw me off.
I think the next thing I'm like, okay, so when are we going to have like NBA 2K or whatever? Because WWE 2K, you see all that all over the place. You're gonna start seeing video games in there. You're gonna start seeing Pokemon AZ or something, whatever, Legends, something in there. You're gonna start seeing stuff there. Yeah, perfect picture right there. Yeah, perfect. And I thought in the beginning I was like, okay, the Prime bottle, that's not too crazy, but now it's starting to look like an octagon from UFC. It's starting to look like actual UFC octagon with like the promotions that are outside the ring near the ropes. That is starting to really bother me because I feel like it takes away from some of the action, some of the visuals that wrestling is so good with. And of course, you talked a little bit about what's going on with some of the wrestlers and the Rock John Cena situation. I thought all that was weird when you look at WrestleMania 41, how all that unfolded. You're looking at The Rock, he comes out, the Cody Rhodes sell your soul thing, all that, and then all of a sudden he just disappears through the whole storyline. And it's like, what is he here for? But we got a rapper that I'm a Kid Cudi fan. I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan.
That's not my genre. You know, so or generation, shall I
Right.
say? So,
Right. So he comes in, right? WrestleMania 41. He has his own entrance at WrestleMania 41, by the way. He stops, has his own merch on.
threw everybody off. I'm gonna
And
get into all that. That's all part of this because all that shows you.
Yeah.
Is that wrestling or is that
Mm-hmm.
what are we doing here?
Well, how do you feel about Speed being on there? Because I feel like that's kind of a TKO thing too. They just want to kind of
I
to
think
like
it's
the
the
younger
same.
fan.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. As a elder wrestling fan,
I like it.
I've never quite ripped the entertainment aspect of wrestling. I don't care how far where you want to go. I know people say this is why they stood away for years from WWE. The most because that's mainly their shtick to get an entertainer involved in. Because I've always thought Vince knew better of if I get bigger eyes on my product, they're going to watch my product because of those bigger eyes. I have no problem with that. So I've always understood that having a celebrity do so, but now it's too much. I feel like, and this is why I want to talk about this subject. I'm glad you let me there. We're all sitting like Ms. Girl, right? When you look at this, and I'm being honest, I have been accused for Vaughn, you've been with me for 16 years. You've heard me call, I'm the head coffee pourer, as Dice used to call himself as. I know I'm a WWE mark. I know that. But what I refuse and what my battle is continuously with wrestling fans is that I'm more than just I'm a wrestling mark, although I put WWE first. I don't make fun of AEW. I will choose not to talk about something before I rip something because there's something for everyone. It's the tagline I gave Unpopular Review. Something for everybody, right? So none of that stuff gets me. But to see this lately, and we have these mean mugs on our face because you just brought it up, right? We had the ladder. The ladder is a fireball.
I forgot about that.
I love my fireball. Okay, but what's next? You brought up UFC, right? You brought up UFC.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What's next? Wrestling gear with ads on it. We're gonna get Becky Home Depot and McDonald's Cody Rhodes.
With the McDonald's.
I mean, America loves them, right?
Yeah.
They're the number one burger in America is McDonald's, right? It may not be the best tasting burger, but it's going to be the fastest. It's going to be good nonetheless. Okay. All right. You got Home Depot with Becky. It just matches very well. I didn't.
It does.
Those,
yeah.
You know. But what's next for wrestling? Is this what we're going to get from wrestling? Comment below. Let us know your thoughts. I just want to know because when I'm looking at wrestling, and also when real fast, you brought up this, and I you just swore that I spoke to you more than, hey, before the show, this is what we're going to talk about, and I'll bring you in.
Yeah.
You brought up what the wrestling ring used to be. This was blood and guts. Nothing could stop this momentum from blood and guts because we knew, and I used to love McDonald's. My wife calls it McCancer, so it's been a while.
I'm alone checking in with McDonald's, yeah.
Okay. But can you imagine at all, right? That match, this is JBL and Eddie Guerrero, by the way, a beautiful match. Could you imagine Undertaker doing this over a Prime logo?
Oh.
And again, this is not me hating on Logan Paul. We've talked about Logan Paul. I may not like the guy as a human, as far as his beliefs, political and otherwise. As far as it becomes the wrestling, this is where I try to tell wrestling fans, there's in between me, there's in between you, because this is y'all. That's not me. Okay? That's not me. That's not us here on the BDSR networks. Right. I used to have to say all the time, the words, thoughts, and said that those are the said opinion belong to said those for Mike Knoxxx and only Mike Knoxxx and not everybody part of Unpopular Review Network. This is the Mike Knoxxx Show, and Vaughn, I think you agree with me. That ain't us. That ain't us. Okay. So when I say that to say I'm a black fan who understands wrestling. Okay. But they're getting out of hand. Slim Jim on the tables.
Yeah, we talked about that on the press pass at Sports Gamers Online, and that was so ridiculous. It like took away from the moment because I thought that was a good promotion from John Cena. It was a good shot. That shot is good, but you got Slim Jim over his head. It just looks ridiculous.
You got Slim. Remember, this is where I gave him the hail pipe bomb. Like, I want to say this and go back to that and put some context into the whole TKO coming out. And I see your comment there, Scotty, coming out. That sold it, right? That gave the person who doesn't know. You brought up Speed. I don't know Speed. My kids went nuts shit for that.
Yeah.
So Speed? Why, huh? Okay, cool. He took it though, right? He took a spear. He took it.
Yeah.
Pause. I don't know what else he took. But you're looking at moments like this that completely takes away from the moment. And as dope as the pipe bomb was to me, other people was like, And I don't think it was because of Cena's performance. I think it was because you just said it took away from the moment. Because at this time, we never saw it. We're like, Slim Jim on the table? Are we really snapping into a table right now?
Expert product placement.
Expert. Just like NXT with Mobiline.
Yeah.
Makeup for the girls. I think it's, again, I understand business. You're a businessman. I get it. But we're talking about something that was once upon a time sacred.
I want to ask you about the cameo from Jelly Roll. Like how you feel about that.
Oh, God. I feel like I finally got around to watching Happy Gilmore 2. Whoever hated on that movie needs to stop. You must don't know Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore. It was not great and super, but it was a great feel good. It's Netflix, right? If you're looking to get the pianolist out of Netflix, and that's your stupidity, right? It's an Adam Sandler movie. But I brought it up to say appearances are good when they're supposed to be there, and I said that because to me, who stole that movie by far was Bad Bunny.
Bunny God, he was so good.
He was the best part of the entire Happy
Gilmore. He's funny.
He was so funny in that movie.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be Bad Bunny's spot.
Yeah.
Fans want to see Bad Bunny in that spot. But if the rumors are true, again, hashtag the dirt sheets. I didn't hear this from a podcast. I didn't see the insert if he actually said this in writing, right? But it's said that he chose to lose. I remember doing my predictions. I thought celebrities always win. I like that if that was the choice, he chose to lose because he should have lost to someone like a Logan Paul and a Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Okay. That becomes the problem with celebrities always coming in. They always win. I like that Money Mayweather beat Big Show. It kind of made sense. He put the brass knuckles on, knocked him out. Other than that, I couldn't have seen him beating Big Show without knocking him out with some brass knuckles. You know what I mean? It's big cake, little cake. Big bank, take little bank. All right. The sacred ring as we know it is gone. And I think we're losing what made us love wrestling, right? We're talking about prime bottles in the ring, right? We're talking about Slim Jims on the tables. We're talking about soon wrestlers having wrestling gear.
Yeah. And Mike, also, I don't know if King Von can check me on this, but isn't like TKO trying to cut back on the house shows and stuff like that?
That's exactly true. And that's another thing.
So we're losing like the essence. So
we're losing this.
New wrestlers.
We're losing this for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Another thing, Vaughn, I gotta say it. For those who don't know, all right.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
Don't get mad at me for that. I just am. Okay? Doesn't mean nothing. I said that to say I get mad when wrestling fans, and I've said this for a year. I was the first one, Vaughn, to say, how's his booking? I got the man's, the game is tattooed on me. Not Paul Beck, none of that shit, but the game. Put that into my own words. That's how much I love Triple H as a character.
Yeah.
I always said, this is not Triple H. He's being told what to do, and he's making the best of what he can do with the shit they're telling him he has to do. So as wrestling fans, we got to stop always saying that he's not doing this, he's not doing that. He brought back wrestlers that we believe as fans he wanted. That budget came and said, nope, you got to go. Braun Strowman, I'm not even the biggest Braun Strowman fan, but him leaving after he got over Bronson Reed and Solo for 2 like that was just sad. I don't think that's a Triple H call. That's a money call to get rid of house shows. I think I saw this on the Rich Eisen show, and Seth freaking Rollins spoke on house shows disappearing and house shows leaving and things like that. And he even said, if you get rid of house shows, you're getting rid of people, other talent, not being able to know how to perform in front of these kind of crowds. How important house shows are. Man, singing to people. But I believe in that. The last true WrestleMania to me would be Philadelphia. Was XL. And that was sort of, people don't want to admit this, that's the tail end of what Vince McMahon had in place before Vince McMahon was outed from his own company. Okay? That was Vince's. Okay? Triple H had a little in there, but that was Vince's. Smell, the aroma of what he had left behind, they picked up and went with. All right? Wasn't fully Vince's, but a lot of that was still his motion was places there. What you on today, Kurt? Because I want to act. I know someone who you're not as involved in as I am. You watch.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm listening though. Yeah.
How do you feel about these changes? It going from that passion you brought up these things, that blood on the mat, right? To now see. Do you think? And I'm gonna get into it after the commercial break. After This Week in Wrestling, the ESPN deal. Right? So hold that one to after the break. Hold that one to after the break. But otherwise, do you feel that the essence of professional wrestling is leaving? Do you miss these days of coming? It used to matter to have a sign. It used to matter to have people. I go to wrestling now and I go, what the fuck I got a sign for? I really do. I really do.
Yeah, of course. Like the essence of wrestling. Yeah, you're good. I think the most heartbreaking thing is the house shows, because like you said, you're not getting some of that youth, some of the people that are on the come up. Those spots are being taken by people like Logan Paul. And I'm not trying to get on him, but it just seemed like he did jump in front of the line and everybody else. He has a great frog splash. He is a good wrestler. He keeps his opponents safe. He is a good wrestler and he has a great character. He's easily hateable because I feel like he's been hated most of his life anyway. So yeah, I feel like they're losing it in that part, in that sense. And you talked about Braun Strowman. I think Dakota Kai,
King Coda.
Yeah, she got it real bad. She just had, I think it was two back-to-back IC titles against Lyra Valkyria. Yeah. Really good matches. Lyra has a titanium back. That woman, did you see the suplex? Suplex right off the apron onto the ground. It was like nothing. Of course, she fakes it, whatever, but this woman gets up.
You do your thing, Feathers. I love Feathers.
I love her. I think she's great. And great matches. Solid, not even solid, good matches against Lyra Valkyria. And then they let her go a couple weeks later. The Karrion Kross situation is just, it's like watching, I don't know, it's like watching like a professional athlete. They are professional athletes, but like a football player say, I'm done with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm out. It is bananas how it's all being played in front of people and they don't know if it's a work or not. So it's his situation is bananas. So it's like retaining that talent obviously is an issue for TKO. Roman Reigns is a crazy situation too.
It's just so much that it just doesn't, it's not fitting how it's supposed to fit.
Yeah.
Right now. And I like I said, I came up with it because I've been gone for a while. The ESPN, WWE deal. I got some explaining to do with people as well. Let's not all just start screaming, bloody murder right now. Okay, there's a bomb on the plane. No, there's no bomb on the plane. Relax. Okay, there's goods and bads to everything. There's a lot of bad to this. Okay, but to them, there's good. Now, I'm gonna take a break here. Come back with This Week in Wrestling. Get Vaughn ready to do what he does best and tell you guys about, this week in wrestling history and the things we miss in today's world. So we're going to take a break, y'all. We'll be right back here up next This Week in Pro Wrestling with King Vaughn Jr., y'all. As soon as I can find this intro, because it's been a while since I've been here and I feel like my stuff is missing, Vaughn. All right, there we go. Be right back, y'all.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is King Von Jr. of the Victorious Ones podcast and Perfect Plex Talk Radio. Here to give you the week in wrestling history. I also want to say first and foremost, happy 25th anniversary to the TLC match. Very innovative, match that still stands to this day. But anyway, of course, August 17, 2008, SummerSlam aired, and we saw the very first pay-per-view of the PG era. So The Undertaker defeated Edge in the Hell in a Cell match in the main event. But even more notably, John Cena suffered a herniated disc in his match against Batista, which kept him on the sideline until Survivor Series, where he came back and beat Jericho for the World Heavyweight title. And of course, on the same day in 2014, 6 years later, Suplex City. Speaking of Cena, SummerSlam became Suplex City when Suplex Slam when Brock Lesnar completely dominated John Cena to win the WWE Championship, and Lesnar delivered 16 suplexes and 2 F5s. Of course, to dethrone John Cena and to become the undisputed WWE champion. And of course, on August 18th, 1993, Clash of Champions 24 took place, and Vader defeated Davey Boy Smith in the main event to retain the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, most famously, that's when the Shockmaster made his debut. WWE's feeling like Shockmaster right now, but it's another story. On the day 1996, SummerSlam 96 took place, and that was when Shawn Michaels defeated Vader to retain the WWF Championship. On the same day in 2013, of course, SummerSlam 2013, Daniel Bryan faced John Cena and won the WWE Championship. However, Triple H set him up and hit him with the pedigree for Randy Orton to cash in, to win the WWE title. That was on the same night that Brock Lesnar and CM Punk had an epic match. August 19th, 2001, in the middle of the Invasion angle, SummerSlam took place. And of course, we saw the WWE versus the Alliance match. And we saw that The Rock defeat Booker T for the WCW Championship. August 20th, 1995, IWA Japan took place, and that was the Japanese death match. We saw Cactus Jack defeat Terry Funk in No Ropes Exploding Barbed Wire match. On the same day in 2006, SummerSlam took place, and Edge retained the WWE Championship over John Cena. On the same day in 2016, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2 took place, and of course we saw Nakamura defeat Samoa Joe, to become a two-time NXT champion. Asuka defeated Bayley. Asuka defended her NXT title against Bayley and won. And also on August 21st, 2001, SummerSlam took place in DC. I was there, by the way, that night, and that was the night that the Shawn Michaels faced off against Hogan, and of course Hogan got the win. And of course, Cena defeated Jericho.
The crowd on their feet on a man. Oh, what the? Wait a minute, what the heck?
Anyway, so of course, other than that, as far as birthdays, August 17th, Paige's birthday turns 33. Lillian Garcia turns 52. August 20th, that was August 19th, Lillian Garcia's birthday. August 20th, Gunther turns 38. August 21st, Pac turns 39. August 22nd, Paul Ellering turns 72. The Usos turn 40, and Apollo Crews turns 38, and that is the week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man. NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Thank you for that, Vaughn. I appreciate you as always holding it down like you be doing, because you're King Vaughn, and I appreciate you, man. Thank guys. Listen, we are here. Like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to donate to our Cash App here over there at $ Chip Knox right there. Help out the program and help get this thing back on track. I do want to take some time, though, as we talk about what I think they've done to ruin. I'm going to say that I think they are ruining the WWE. Okay. And it's not that I don't understand business. The fact that I used to tell my children that it'd be a tradition in my house that when you turn 13 years old, I will take you to WrestleMania. You couldn't go with me because I didn't have time to babysit you. That's why they had to be a certain age. I'm not going to walk you to the bathroom. I got to know that you can go by yourself because daddy's here for himself. But You turn 13, I got you. Well, thanks to TKO buying the WWE, you've made me a liar because now I can't afford to take my family to WrestleMania. Raw's in Philadelphia tonight, and I've looked at the tickets. Excuse me. A ticket to the upper level that I've never released that at. Nothing wrong with people. People want to just be there, so they're okay with that. Okay? They just want to be in the building. I'm somebody, if I can't be in the seats I want to be in, I will not go. I'm a 100 lower kind of level guy. That's what I do. I want floor. I want front row. I want 100 section only. If I cannot get it, I am not going. But the upper level seats used to be affordable. You're paying for and I go back, I know I'm talking 15, 20 years ago here, okay? We're talking, I know the inflation, I know that we're different now. So let's go back a little further. I go back to 5 years ago. To go to a Raw upper level still costs you $45. Maybe $75 because it was a big event. Maybe a pay-per-view would cost you $75. Now, upper level for a Raw tonight on Netflix is running you $200-$300. You can't afford any longer to take your family to WrestleMania. But you want to bring out the big guns. You have this whole thing now of no more Peacock. The cock is going to be... Who's going to watch the cock now? There's no wrestling. Bel Air's for to have its last season. You better hurry and drop this Crystal Lake show real quick. The cock is running out of options.
Oh my!
You got all your subscribers here on the cock because we love watching wrestling on the cock. But now the cock is going to be gone. And you got to have ESPN now to watch the PLEs. What happens to the library? Y'all complain about $9.99 for WWE Network. Look at my face. Are you happy now, Gina? Damn. Message. I don't get you. I don't get it.
It's very tough. I love Peacock for the PLEs, but yeah, like you're saying, the what does happen to the live area at this point? What does happen? The WWE Network had all of it. It was so great.
It had all of it, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the ESPN deal?
Well, I'm looking at it now because I did know about it, and I was looking at just some of the memes, honestly, when it first came out, and it was like something like you're gonna be paying almost $30 a month just to try to watch almost everything when it comes wrestling related. Is that right?
This is where I tell people to get your panties out of your bunch, right? And to think about it for a while. Like I've said for a while as well, I've always known about ESPN going to make this app. I've known about it for about 3 to 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That they partnered together with the other 4 major sports franchises, which they have all their games now. Anyway, if you look at it, they have the NBA, they have hockey, they have baseball, they have the NFL. With the streaming wars, not even wars anymore, but streaming being the only thing that people think about. Because at this point, I told people a long time ago, you're all stupid buying all these different streaming services. You should have just kept your cable. Oh, no, I don't need cable. I don't need it. So what happened, and I tried to tell y'all.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
Here's something to look at. All right. Let's get that other one off the screen there. Thank you. And this is what we know thus far. Okay. What we know so far. PLEs on ESPN are going to be starting here in early 2026. No extra cost for PLEs to that monthly fee. Now, new apps, $30 a month is the price point. Also includes all the other ESPN services. We're talking about the app, right? So we're talking about NFL, baseball, hockey, college basketball. Major sports teams are all going to be a part of ESPN. So if you're just a wrestling fan only, then yeah, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. If all you watch is WWE wrestling and you don't watch no other sport, which is weird. But if that's you, no offense, I'm sorry. That's you. I love weird. My kids are weird. I'm a weirdo too. Okay, but that's weird. Okay, for me, it's worth it because I'm already watching ESPN anyway. But here's where it gets better. If you already have ESPN on your cable, or you subscribe to it like I do with YouTube television,
Yeah, you get it through there. Yeah.
you get it anyway.
Yeah.
Ain't no extra monthly fee for me. I was paying more money for the cock. There it is.
How much were you paying a month for Peacock? It's funny, I have it, and I haven't even
I
checked.
think it's $12.99 without commercials because we don't do commercials around here.
Okay, because I
Without it's like $6, $7.
Yeah, I bought into it because it was $4.99 because they ended up getting like Premier League license and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you had all that stuff, right? So now, you know, and you got Sunday Night Football, right? You got it. You got the NBC games if you had the cock, right? So now the deal does not affect international viewers. That's important. Because if you were already watching your pay-per-views on Netflix, then you will continue to do so as well. This deal does not include WWE Library. Only PLE's pre and post game shows will all also air. No longer on the what's the damn thing? YouTube or on the cock afterwards. Only on the ESPN app. When you see that there, what's your thoughts on that one? Because I got more. I did some research.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I can't wait to see this breakdown. That is one hell of a breakdown. That
Yes, sir. Let's get it. That's what we do.
I mean, the library thing sucks because I do like to go back and watch some of the older stuff. Of course, I'm not as old as you, Mike. You know,
what the fuck does that mean? Jesus.
I'm just saying, you've seen all the really cool stuff way back in the Attitude Era, things like that, early Attitude Era. I like to go back and check out that stuff. Recently, like WWE's been like streaming a lot of the Attitude Era stuff. It's great to see that stuff again. That sucks a lot because Peacock is very affordable, and then you can also watch the PLEs and watch everything that's in the.
I would probably never would have watched Twisted Metal without wrestling being on the cock. And
is that even good? I
love the first season. Second season is a little slow, but I love the first season.
Yeah, love the games as a kid. Yeah, just looking at that, I do get what you're saying. $30 a month, you can watch football, and you're a wrestling fan. You got that. You got the PLE still.
Not
there.
just football, NBA,
NHL,
college, you name it.
And they got a lot of NHL games on there.
ESPN2 especially. That's the home for hockey. ESPN2.
Yeah, they show the whole F1 season. I'm an F1 fan, so they
I became one now. So I watched the movie.
Did you? You've been watching? All right.
Yeah, I watch it now. NASCAR. NASCAR is ass compared to F1.
Yeah.
I've seen the light.
And of course, you live in New Zealand, so the timing is probably really good.
you know that, right? Here's the breakdown for you, right? Do you live in the United States?
Yes.
If no, PLEs will continue to be on Netflix internationally. If yes, do you have a carrying cable package that gets ESPN? If the answer is no, then you're interested in getting a bundle somewhere with Hulu, Disney Plus, and adding ESPN Unlimited. That's your option, right? If not, do you have Hulu Live already, DirecTV, Charter, Fubo TV, Verizon, things like that, like I have with YouTube TV. PLEs are included in all your cable packages. So now if you're already paying for that stuff, you're getting it anyway. Everybody got so butthurt about things. Go ahead, what you see?
No, I was saying, so if I already have like Disney Plus, like I already still.
You already have Disney Plus with the ESPN bundle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
okay.
but it also has to be ESPN Unlimited, not just ESPN Plus. Remember, ESPN Plus is worth his ass. They lied to us about that one. Yeah. Okay, that's what they lied. They took the ESPN Plus out to do
a little bit, like we're really
ever watch it. Who watches ESPN Plus? Let's be honest here.
NHL games, the Kings come on, and I'll be like, all right,
okay. Yeah, they show the out of market games, right?
Yeah,
like, you might get St. Bonaventure versus Pepperdine in college basketball.
Yeah.
Sign up, introductory offer. That's the key part there. You better get this shit when it drops here in 3 days on the 21st. They keep trying to converse with Jonathan and Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady to go Hill, no longer Tupac Shakur Cena. Sign up now because introductory is going to be $30 a month for the first 12 months. That's the first 12 months. Okay. For someone who, let me finish this first. Are you willing to pay the $30? If no, you got your VPNs, all that stuff you do illegally. Go ahead and fuck up your whole internet because you want to be cheap and not pay $30. Okay. All right. Or pay your $29.99 a month to get ESPN Unlimited only. Okay. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to put that all together.
Yeah.
Because I want to understand that it's not as bad as you really think that it is. If you look at what I presented for you on the screen, it's not as bad.
Have you put this on your Twitter yet?
No, I have not.
Or your X?
I have not. I
Some
will
people
give
need
that
to see
to
this.
I will
It'll probably get more
get that to
clarity.
Vaughn. I will get that to Vaughn to put up.
Okay.
I think
Because
that's
what's
pretty
circling around, Mike, is the $30 a month payment subscription. That's what's circling around a lot, and I think that's what's putting a lot of people off, and they don't understand that, you know, the Disney Plus unlimited stuff and what you get, everything that you get with ESPN Plus.
Okay. I'm going to actually send it out to you, Vaughn, that little thing that was put together. You want to tweet that with the right verbiage. But again, I just look at that, and I just think the initial shock of all that, everyone was like, bullshit.
Well, nobody likes change either.
You know?
Yeah.
Bullshit. What do you mean? Oh my God, this is terrible. And you're right. No one likes change. Now, here's where you do have your faults. There is no library that they speak of. There, you know, how do we watch these things without a library? That becomes an issue, right? Are you a person who goes back and you go to YouTube? I work from home. Okay. So YouTube for me is easier to watch any wrestling anyway, because it's on my computer. But let me just break this down. People, I work for a cable company for 7 years, okay, or 5 years. ABC, which is Disney, which is ESPN, controls, I would say, a quarter of your entire cable bill, if not more. Okay, I want to say close to a half, because if you remove, you cannot have TV, right? Some places, was that fight they had last year, if you do not have ESPN or ABC, they're removing. That's the thing you would go to the bottom of your screen. Please call your local cable provider, because they're taking your shit. They know their worth. They are the biggest company in the business. The other biggest company in business, shout out my man Ari Gold, aka Ari Emanuel. Y'all know him from there now. I know him all along from Entourage. He's the second biggest in the country. You put the biggest entertainment company with the second biggest, entertainment agent. How you get into Travis Scott to do such a thing? How they gave Travis Scott all this money? The way they show these wrestlers at ringside annoys the shit out of me. They're not even fans. They're just there. You're just giving seats away. You're making it more expensive. You're taking it away from the guy who was here from the bingo hall. You cannot take your family. If you want to go to wrestling, you're going to sit way the fuck up top. You're going to sit way up top. Me on the floor of WrestleMania that I had a few years ago, I'm not green shirt guy. I don't know if he gets laid or not, but I got 4 children and a grandchild. Okay? I don't know what he do. Okay. But damn, I'm just not him.
Yeah, it sucks when you save up for years just to go to WrestleMania and then you still get priced out. That's just unfair.
I give them credit. They did have, just expired, by the way, this past weekend. You could have got on the payment plan with them that they introduced. But all the cheap entertainment plans died in the first 2 hours. Everyone that was 500 and under was gone. And you can only pay for the ones, and then that way. But again, who wants to affirm Afterpay, Carner, Sizzle their damn WrestleMania tickets?
Yeah. Finance a WrestleMania ticket.
It's crazy. I know people who finance freaking Buds.
That's
okay.
nuts.
So I was a standing room only WrestleMania 41. My tickets were super cheap, but I was not sitting that high. And I remember that. And I remember saying I wouldn't do that. But again, I've also learned people just want to be in the building. They want to be a part of that atmosphere. They want to say that I was there when Heaven versus Hell match took place. You know, it's one of the things I say. I was there for that street fight between Shawn Michaels and Triple H. You know what I mean? I like to say I seen the turning. I saw the turn with CM Punk on Cena and all that. I seen so much in wrestling in my years. You know, I seen once in a lifetime. It became twice in a lifetime. But what made me fall in love with wrestling, I think we're losing that, and it's terrible. And I'm afraid that we've lost the importance of professional wrestling. And it's not because of the ESPN WWE deal. That had nothing to do with it. For what it's worth, it's actually a better thing if you're already paying for it. It depends on what side of the spectrum you're living on. Right? Do you pay for subscribers, Curtis?
Do I pay for subscribers?
Well, meaning not subscribers. I meant to say,
Like,
you're right. I mean, do you have a streaming service you pay for?
Yeah. I pay for ESPN Plus, Peacock, all that.
Okay. And that's what I have. I have the whole Disney HBO Max bundle, right? I pay $36 a month for it without commercials, y'all. I got Disney Plus, no commercials. I got HBO Max, no commercials. I got Hulu, no commercials. And I still get this ESPN Plus, which I don't watch, but every once in a while, the Cubs might be playing, you know, the Rockies at 1:00, and it's on ESPN Plus for some stupid ass reason. Or HBO Max for that reason, just sitting there. You go, okay, fine, I'll watch it. You know, should never got rid of cable, and you should not always complain about things you don't have in front of you. But tonight, we do have Monday Night Raw in Philadelphia. My problem with this excitement level that I'm losing is that I've never wanted to quit doing this, guys. I've never once wanted to stop doing this. I don't want to stop because I'm no longer a part of other networks that I've helped build. I'm not doing this because I can't find co-hosts, because whether you guys choose to like it or not, I'm a very likable person. People fuck with Mike Knoxxx, okay? People want to be a part of the Mike Knoxxx Show. It's just that I got into this because of my love for wrestling and entertainment. And I thought there was a world that didn't speak about nothing but sports, and I wanted to bring sports and wrestling to the masses. And I believe I know that I've done that. It got me all the way to Fox Sports. Okay. And now look at it. There's a million podcasts talking about wrestling when I was one of 4 that talked about wrestling. And now I don't even care, because when I watch wrestling, I don't have the same love. You thought I felt love about it 10 years ago when Kofi Kingston lost? Seeing what's happening to wrestling with these signs, these logos, even watching AAA, and seeing that, to me, yet again, WWE took over another company to get WWE over. These partnerships are not helping TNA. They're not helping AAA. They're helping WWE's bottom line. And that's bothering me. And Vince didn't do territories because he was bigger than the territories. You're doing territories and you're still bigger than the territories. I guess you're proving you're right? If I'm AAA, the rumor where they were going out of business, right? So they needed the money, so they buy out, right? It was rumored that TNA was going out of business, right? Or they needed help. What's next? I mean, they got Evolve. What's next? NWA? Will Billy Corgan sell out? What do you think, Cody fan?
Cody fan? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw like they were teaming up with all these other promotions and stuff like that, I thought it was kind of cool just to see WWE, other WWE wrestlers on these promotions, because I felt like it brought more eyes to them. Like, I didn't know some of these promotions. I was like, what is this? What is this? And then I would kind of watch it and be like, okay, that's cool. But you kind of see it in short form. You see it for like 5 seconds on TikTok or on Instagram and stuff like that. But now I know about them. I don't know much about the business side that goes into it. It seems like, they probably did need that help, and WWE stepped in.
Hello?
Yeah. No, okay. Like, period.
Well, like I said, I watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. I try to get entertained by it, like the Vision tonight, what we hear from them, right? I was a Bronson Reed fan when I was getting made fun of for being a Bronson Reed fan. And now my tribal thief with the Shula Fala is probably the best thing on Raw. And is that a shame?
No,
I
don't think so.
But where does it go from there? You build these stories to give you the biggest letdowns, because outside, thank God, Cena went face, right? Because if he didn't go face
and y'all did not give us a hell of a street fight without blood, by the way, that I still call one of the matches of the year. You told a story. Where do we go from there now? Cena has how many appearances left before he's gone? So all those appearances we wasted on him being a heel? Just so you can have the second biggest face turn of all, second biggest heel turn of all time. I said all the time. The biggest one is Hulk Hogan's. I said his name. The second biggest is Jonathan Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady to go face Cena.
That was crazy. They were even talking about that on ESPN. You had Shannon Sharp going in about it. That was crazy. Never seen it.
We're more concerned with Naomi, is she or is she not pregnant, than will she or will she defend her title against the right person and the right female. That's what we have come to.
That's a good point.
We're more concerned about them showing streamers live stream to fake like they're actually, I've said this 1,000 times in one. These streamers are fake as fuck with their live streams and their facial expressions. Okay? My wife can come home with Beyonce and she climbs underneath my desk and starts to tickle my knapsack. That will give me oh my God, a reaction out of me. Not me watching someone kick at it too. But you do this and you show the same streamers over and over again to do what? To push an agenda of selling to the fans. We're selling out everywhere. We're having higher gates than ever. You have higher gates than ever because you're tripling your prices. And you have morons like myself who buy Madden football and 2K NBA every fucking year, knowing the game's just a little bit better. But we'll tell you it's a lot better because that's all we have to go on. WWE, I've watched you my entire life. I've only stopped watching you during the Kofi Kingston era where y'all fucked him over after he won that title against Brock Lesnar. Not the fact he lost to Brock Lesnar. Hell, it was Brock fucking Lesnar. He should have fucking lost. Yeah. But 30 seconds?
Yeah.
To build us Cain Velasquez, who, I'm sorry, what? Let down. Should have stopped watching wrestling then. Not saying I'm not watching Raw tonight. It's a habit. It's a habit. Every Monday, every Thursday, every Friday, I watch wrestling. Wednesday, it's on in the background. Because I said I'm prone to do that. I don't mean that I love it. I watch General Hospital every day, but I don't love it. It's just I've been watching it for 48 years.
It's just in the background.
It's in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I do love? The Little League World Series I've been locked in and loaded in for the last 2 weeks.
That's pretty good.
With 2 more weeks to go. That's what I'm loving right now and locked into.
Do you feel like Triple H gets a lot of like backlash when it comes to some of the decisions that WWE's been making?
Of course he does. Because it's just like Ronnie 2K. People hate him for something that he's just a spokesperson for 2K Sports.
That's it.
But people give him death threats because he say he made a bad game. He didn't make the game. Take it up with Mike Wang.
Yeah.
And and those guys.
Triple H is like a shield for TKO and some of the silly decisions.
Have you ever seen Scandal?
Have you ever seen Scandal?
The president's just a shield.
Yeah.
He don't run shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Except for this one. Mr. Orange is like, fuck y'all. I'm fuck the status quo. I'm doing what I want to do. Y'all can lock me up after the fact.
Exactly.
Okay? But no, he's just a shield. He's doing, I think he's doing the best he can with what he's been given. And the problem is that the best he can doesn't deliver because the company intercedes and says, hey, push this guy. Put this guy out there. Have this do this. And we get our cheap thrills. Oh, I found my thrill. Then it's gone. You spoke about it. Who did not sit at home during WrestleMania and thought The Rock was coming out?
I was hoping.
Because that's what they told us the story was. Right?
Oh, yeah, Travis Scott.
With an entrance and a belt that, no offense towards my belt emperors, all went out there and bought. Not me. Well, I'm only a belt king, so.
Yeah. It was just so weird.
It was just so weird.
It was just so the whole finish of that WrestleMania and from the WrestleMania before where Cody wins it was great. To have it end like that was just really, really weird. And I think that's where it really started going downhill. Mike, you did talk about a little bit the WrestleMania that you went to, the one in Philadelphia beforehand. You felt like that was kind of like the end there. But I recently, when I turned back around, got really into wrestling was the Wrestling 40 where Cody Rhodes won because it was the buildup of the story. And when you talk about the essence of wrestling, I like the storytelling and I like the characters, how they get built out. Things like that. I was really liking Ilya Dragunov. I know he got hurt and stuff like that, but it's like when he comes back, I feel like he might be in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if he's going to stay with the promotion or not. So I like those up and coming.
He won an XL.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he won an
XL. Yeah, that's right.
It's a double night. Yeah. They lost the first night, but again, how they built that up though, right?
Yeah,
he lost the first night. What's left? He still can't beat him. It told such a story. The Avengers coming out, right? Versus it touches. Where was that? We're missing that. We have these great moments, but the payoffs doesn't. You know what I mean?
And The Rock could do such a good job with a story. He started the whole Cody Crybabies thing, and he just did it off the fly. It's like, I'm fucking Cody Crybaby now. Like,
and he was going on the Pat McAfee show when he said it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it all built to that story, like the whole finish the storyline. That was crazy. I had people who never really watched wrestling, wasn't really into it, that were actually into it. It was bananas. What hitting them over the back with a belt in the rain.
Yeah,
in the middle of the night. That is
whooping
bananas.
his ass. They made album covers out of it.
Yeah,
that's how great it was. Again,
it was awesome.
We will fall for it. We have the love. We want to love you, WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Can you find a common medium for wrestling fans? We want to love you. No one wants to leave. I want to be engaged every Monday, every Friday, every pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, PLA. But when you continually insult my intelligence, it becomes hard. Dude Wipes was a sponsor. I mean, some of them are really good. Like I had one was like the General Insurance was the sponsor for the Ring Generals match. I thought that was great. Like that went together. Like some of them they're hitting with.
Yeah.
But just overall, still, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. It was better when you said this pay-per-view was sponsored by Snickers. When you had that was the thing, right? It was sponsored by, but now it's all in the ring and everywhere else.
Well, let me say this to you, Mike, because I've thought about this before I came on the show. Over the last, I would say 3 or 4 Monday Night Raws, could you really tell me exactly what happened? Now, I like to drink during Monday Night Raw, so I'm like, I didn't get that drunk and just forgot. But it's like, I couldn't really tell you exactly what happened and what the hell is really going on. Well, it seems like every show, it's like, okay, then it gets to the end, it gets to the main event. We know Seth Rollins is going to come out. Somebody's going to get their ass kicked. One of the Usos is going to get their ass kicked. Then Roman Reigns comes out. He ends up getting his shoes taken. Like, it's like, it kind of just keeps going and going. And
that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
That's just what you're going to get. The thing is that you hope in places like tonight, we always have that in our minds as wrestling fans. You're in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Philly is not a crowd that's going to take some bullshit like New York. Mm-hmm. They have to deliver. And I think Triple H knows that. I think I give him that. He knows the temperature of different cities. Triple H is very good at maneuvering with what he has. I just think what he has is not enough. But listen, going to get ready and get up out of here. Chris, I want to thank you for being a part. Where can they find you at, my guy?
All right, man. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube with the Soul Dojo, where I do first impressions on some of the hottest games released, and also do just like random opinions on there. Also, Sports Gamers Online. I'm a senior editor. You can find my articles on sportsgamersonline.com. You can also find some of my reviews and opinions on Sports Gamers Online on YouTube. And follow me on X at Kelly from the Dojo. Also, I'm just a wrestling fan. All these opinions, I'm just a wrestling fan. Just sit and watch.
Just sit and watch. It's just wrestling. It's just conversation. That's all it is. It's just conversation.
I hate when you said that, because I remember when LeBron was like, it's just basketball. And I'm a Lakers fan, and I was like, but it's not just basketball. It's my livelihood. Well, not my livelihood. It's my mental, man. It's my mental.
Well, that's because LeBron's LeBron, and I'm going to leave that where it is. Listen, guys, do me a favor. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me, and don't love God, and don't know that we put one thing first and foremost after God. With that being said, make sure y'all come back next week, damn it.
Damn.
Because there ain't nobody like the Mike Knoxxx Show, hosted by Mike Knoxxx, directed by Mike Knoxxx, produced by Mike Knoxxx and King Von Jr. 720 on the Twitter. Because, if you don't get it by now, you should get the message. Message. And don't get mad at me because I'm still trying to take out the garbage.
She's garbage. I took out the garbage. Everybody's like, oh, great. The garbage has been taken out. I say, hey, I took out the garbage. Everybody's like, I can't believe you took out the garbage. That's not what you say when somebody takes out the garbage. You say thank you for taking out the garbage.
And stop thinking you're better than me.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm out of here, y'all. Listen, we thank y'all. We see y'all next week if wrestling makes me want to be here or not. If not, I'll be signing off after 16 years and over 3 million episodes.
Oh, no.
Listen, no, I'm just joking. See y'all next week, y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. Fingers.
Peace.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. Other YouTube or Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to say it. Lose.